Hello, welcome back to Here TV, where I talk about manifestation, energy alignment, inspired action, and passionate living. I upload regularly, so if you're not already subscribed and you enjoy my content, hit subscribe and stick around for as long as you like. So, right now, you and I are in the gap. The gap. What is the gap? A gap is the space between 2 points. A minute is a multitude of seconds. An hour is a multitude of minutes, and a lifetime is a multitude of moments. You can define the gap however you like because you are the one who decides which points to use as the defining borders of your gap. You are the one who identifies and defines the gap, the relevant slice of time out of the cake of life. And the thing is, you are always in the gap because no matter where you are always in the space between 2 moments. You might see yourself as being in the gap between physical manifestations, peak moments of happiness, milestones, moments that have felt particularly rewarding or meaningful to you. Wherever you currently are, you are always on your way to your next pleasing manifestation. You are never complete in the sense of being satisfied for all eternity, forevermore. There are always things in your manifestation pipeline because it is just your nature to want things. You constantly come up with new things to want, new things to prefer, new ideas for ways in which life could get better for you from your perspective, which happens to be constantly updated, live, moment to moment. You are never done, basically. The point is this: the great thing about never being done, never being complete, and always wanting more is that you can rule that out as a reason to feel sad or disappointed about your current lack of results because your next peak moment always lies ahead. And because even within the space of a single day, you experience several peak moments. Every single day, you experience moments that you subjectively consider to be better, to be preferable than others. You experience emotional fluctuations throughout your day. Even on a bad day, there are moments of relief. And on a good day, there are moments of great joy. No matter where you slice out your gap, there are peak moments to be found. So you never have to think about your unrealized desires in the mood of fear or concern or impatience. And you also never have to wait for your desired manifestations, at least not in the mood of anything short of eager anticipation. Doesn't matter what you are in the process of manifesting. Waiting in the sense of longing and pining and yearning is unnecessary. You can wait and occupy yourself with enjoying things that are quote unquote minor or trivial. There is no rush. You feel no need to hurry when you live life in this mode, no matter who is yelling at you to get a move on. Let's face it, there are trivial things in every single day that you love. I love jumping out of bed every morning, knowing that I am free to go wherever I want and do whatever I please for the next 24 hours. Yesterday, I had an unplanned and very pleasant exchange with a tall and handsome man in my neighborhood. I mean, what's not to love about that? Can't complain there. And later on in the same day, I also happened to be randomly yelled at by a man on the street who I think was not all quite there because he actually wasn't yelling at me exactly. We were headed toward each other and were just about to walk past one another when he suddenly shouted, "It's so damn hot!" Rather angrily, I might add. It was sunny in his defense. Like I said, he wasn't exactly yelling at me, but I was the closest person to him at the time in terms of physical distance, and I was definitely startled. He sounded so angry. For a second, I tensed up. And then A moment later, it made me laugh. I did make sure that I was a bit of a distance away before I laughed, though. I didn't want to aggravate him. Life is weird. Every day there are little things to take note of and appreciate. Things that are normal and expected, and things that are a little unusual and unexpected. You get to enjoy all of it. A peak is not a peak without the valleys in between. And even the so called valleys are a treasure trove of surprises. When you live in this way, fully present in your now, all of your manifestations are instant because you appreciate life for what it is without needing it to change, because you know that change is inevitable and that the present moment is eternal, given that it is always quote unquote now.